Brown feeding the ball into the post. Balogun, and it's knocked down by Reagan Richardson. That's a welcome sight for Duke, who really struggled to score against Virginia Tech in the takeaway for the Blue Devils. Open three, and it drops. How about this? 5-0 Duke in 30 seconds. And a rebound by Taylor, who has to have a huge game for Virginia. Dale, on her senior day, hits the three.
This
wasn't an easy shot. It was in rhythm, though.
Yeah, I mean, talking about the fatigue that could come. Kara Lawson does such a good job of monitoring the minutes of her players. They run kind of a 4-in, 4-out, 5-in, 5-out sometimes to get players rest and just have fresh legs in there at all times.
Brown inside of the layup. That led the team. Valladay. Lawson. Valladay loves the drive and snakes her way to the basket for two.
Has gone wrong for this team, and they've always just find a way to get wins. They find a way to progress and build on, the successes that they've been able to get this year.
Valladay in the lane again, uses the window. Valladay, a player that is not uncomfortable being a volume scorer, but neither is Cheyenne Day-Wilson.
So for Duke, and you look at their record, 22-3, it makes sense because they have fresh legs.
Lawson, and she is hot right now. The Who's trying to pull off a big-time win against another ranked opponent, and they're going to need a few more of those to do it. DeJesus. Richardson, tough step back two. Who says the mid-range game is dead? Long shot off the back of the iron. The rotation has continued. That was Coruscant getting her first look, and her second one goes. What a turnover, trying to force the ball inside. Caden Lawson opens up some space for DeJesus off the window, missed it. And Taylor pulls the ball out. Open, mix up defensively, and an easy layup. Allowing just 50 points per game is good for third in the country, as you see. And another turnover. DeJesus sweeps things up on the back end. 1, 2, 3, and the foul. Virginia trying to run. Vaughn, pull up three. Oh, nothing but net. Okay. Ashlyn Jackson, Oliver. Coruscant from the elbow. Of course, Brunel will be back next season. Same with Mayor McLean. So Virginia can start building for the future, but they couldn't cover the corner that time. Coruscant knocks down the three. They'll win the regular season, then you got the ACC tournament, and of course the national title. Not out of the question for a team that plays defense the way that Duke does. Clarkson. Oh, nice move to her left. Different Taylor. Celeste misses the three, and what an outlet pass for McKenna Dale. One more pass, and Virginia has another fast break bucket.
Great finish there from Valladay. Paused in the air a little bit to let her defender fly by and finish strong.
But the answer from Reagan Richardson, who's had a wonderful first half. Vanessa DeJesus, one of the many players that can put up double-digit scoring numbers on a given night for Duke. Taylor. Zip pass to Richardson, open again, and I swear she hasn't touched the rim today.
A few times here where Valladay's been open at that three-point line, and she's second-guessing it just because it's not usually her shot, but she's open.
Valladay, much more comfortable right there, as you can tell. Nice bucket by Valladay. On the high post, Balogun just throwing it up off the backboard like she's been there a million times. Balogun really hadn't been involved in the offense too much until that play. Like you mentioned, they might go back to that again. Long two for Valladay, and it's good. Duke trying to figure its way through. Virginia switched to the 2-3. They've got Balogun again stepping back on Alexia Smith.
Losing the battle right now by 2.
The foul is on Coruscant. Clarkson clearing out space and finding a bucket with the left hand. Effort has been intense from both these teams. Taylor driving in, lays it off Oliver. Backside rebound by Balogun, who has had an influential 6 points down the stretch of this second quarter. Celeste Taylor just finding the baseline somehow. She's open in the corner. Get the ball to her. Taylor for three. And that's how you start a second half.
Ranked opponent. Everybody has to be on the same page.
Valladay able to get herself into the post again as Virginia tries to stay in touch. But the fast break is disrupted. Cross-court pass. Celeste Taylor. Balogun. Yes. Now 2 for 2.
Help out of the second line of defense.
Brown had that huge game against Virginia in December. Just 2 points today. Taylor into the corner to Jesus as the buzzer sounds. The first thing Coach Mock said, actually, she got the microphone and thanked the fans for coming out all season. Taylor hits the jumper, and that could be a very important moment if Virginia can weasel its way back into this game. Vaughn off the steal. Cameron Taylor in rhythm, and it's a 6-point game. Quiet Sense now trying to take the initiative. Bounce pass, and it's knocked down and turned over again. Virginia's defense is turning into Duke's defense all of a sudden.
Yeah, holding this team scoreless here.
Lawson, wild three, and she nails it. It's a 3-point game. One of those teams where the record's a little deceiving, and Duke has got all it can handle right now, but a shifty play Oliver finds too. Just beat a ranked team for the first time in 6 years and is now trying to do it again a week later. McKenna Dale hits the jumper, and it's a 1-possession game. Day Wilson, Corusdale, big three. Drive and kick again. That's been the best offense for Duke. Outside from DeJesus, the extra pass to Taylor. Big shot, Celeste Taylor. Such a brilliant defensive team. It's DeJesus in the offense trying to get going. They turn it over again. The outlet to McKenna Dale. Balogun in the chase down, but Dale finishes. She has 10. Virginia's down 3. Now Celeste Taylor to Kennedy Brown, and she scores it. Just her second basket of the game. Day Wilson, the ACC Freshman of the Year last year, gets it back from Taylor into the lane. The floater is good. Duke gives up just 50 points per game this year. They're right on pace. Valladay back in, immediately aggressive, looking for the pass, looking for the shot, and just rolls it in. Day Wilson taking it down under 10 seconds on the dribble. Balogun, pull up from the elbow. Hit that a couple times, but missed it this time, and unlucky.
Lessen this gap.
Valladay trying to get herself in the paint again as it's swatted away. They're running a play to try and get Katie Pauley a look, but she wasn't open. Taylor has it blocked. Clarkson had it knocked away. Scrum for the ball, and the arrow favors the Blue Devils, and Duke might just get out of here. Has come into the games one of the best defensive guards Virginia has, arguably the best. Valladay, 2 shots. She makes the second 5-point game with 16 and a half, and a timeout taken by Duke. And right now to get a share of that ACC regular season title, the double bye, so massively important, and Duke is not really safe in it. And we have a 5-second violation. Means Virginia needs to go, and it needs to go now. Quick play. Valladay gets into the lane. It's a quick 2, and it's in. 55-52, 9.2 seconds.
To get it in the lane and do what she does best, she has 19 points.
Taylor has 7, and she can't add the 8th. And she made it, rolled it in off the front of the rim. So Virginia probably needs 2 possessions. It needs to go quickly. Duke's defense slowing down Valladay. Got to get a shot up quickly. Not enough time now. And it's the Duke defense doing just enough for the Blue Devils to squeak out a win here in Charlottesville.